25th, 2026, and it's approximately 2:06 p.m. on that eastern side. We done flipped them poles, so it might be western. Then again, y'all know I don't know. But I know one damn thing on that birth certificate or the certificate of live birth. They named us and they put our names in all caps. So that means that they were standing on business when they named us. So I'm D'Amica. It's time for hashtag Lost Souls Tarot Cards. Our report is the truth. I'm about to open up some portals and reveal some truths here. So with this transmission, we're going to go ahead and light our candle. We're going to light our incense here. So I got my white candle here from Dollar Tree, Calm Balance, all right? Smells amazing, right? Calm Balance. We're going to go ahead and light that there. And then we're going to go ahead and also light our incense. All right. And I have a couple of stories that I'm going to read prior to us getting into the tarot read here. But the first story is, as you can see by the title there, could a drill hold a spiritual significance in your life here, right? So I'm lighting this Nag Champa incense from Swag. And I'm going to go over the definition of the spiritual meaning of a drill. But what brought me to that topic is I was reading over an article, and it says something about China was drilling at stuff again. And when they were drilling, they came up with something they may not have want to come across here, but we're going to find out together. I decided to read it here on the channel here. So welcome to the frequency. Welcome to the channel here. We got our incense lit. And let's go ahead and ring our bell here from Sunville Sounds here over on YouTube. Shout out to Sunville Sounds. Been saving me. Yeah, I haven't gotten me a handbell yet, so they've been providing a handbell for me over at Sunville Sounds. Let's ring that bell. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. We're going to be here with the General Collective here. The General Collective energy in regard to what does a drill hold? What significance does a drill hold, right? In our lives, spiritually, physically, metaphysically, energetically, and then also we're going to read up on China. China is drilling at things again. So welcome in all the energies with divine protection. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. All right, so let's get into it here. Let me go ahead and get into the definition, the spiritual definition of what a drill is. So drill spiritually signifies the disciplined, repetitive practice of spiritual habits like prayer, meditation, or scripture study to build spiritual dexterity. It involves removing superficial layers to reach deeper truths, fostering self-control and building resilience to handle life's trials. It is often described as drilling down into God's word for deeper meaning, right? The key spiritual meanings and usage, the examples, spiritual discipline and training. Similar to physical therapy or athletic drills, spiritual drills are daily, intentional actions designed to strengthen the soul and create mental precision, deepening the faith, unearthing truth here, prayer drills, right? Stillness, mindfulness, exercises. So some synonyms of drill in a spiritual context is practice, discipline, exercise, training, study, meditate, focus, repetition, cultivate, right? And some examples in daily life, like as far as prayer drills, is placing holy water by the door, having scripture notes on a mirror, or setting a specific quiet time to pray each day. We're going to go to study drills, right? Reading the same passage of scripture daily to gain a deeper, more personal understanding. Refinement drills, purposely practicing patience or gratitude, even when it feels challenging here, okay? So now we're going to go over to the article that I came across, and this is coming from Daily Galaxy here, right? And it was written by Areski Amiri here, all right? And it was published on April 24th, 2026 at about 7:15. It doesn't say AM or PM, and it's about a 4-minute read here, okay? So it says China drilled through 3,413 meters of Antarctic ice and opened a gateway to a lake frozen in time. A jet of near boiling water just opened a path to something buried under 3.4 kilometers of Antarctic ice. What waited below has been sealed since before recorded time here, okay? So shout out to as Areski Amiri here from Daily Galaxy is where I'm getting this information from, and it's in the description box if you want to read this article yourself here. We'll go through it. A narrow column of near boiling water burned through more than 3 kilometers of Antarctic ice in early February, carving a clean shaft down to a lake sealed from the surface for millions of years. When the drill reached its target, China's 42nd Antarctic Expedition Team had punched through 3,413 meters of ice, breaking the previous global record for hot water ice drilling by nearly 900 meters here, okay? China's Ministry of Natural Resources announced the achievement on Tuesday. According to a report by China Daily, the depth eclipsed the old benchmark of 2,540 meters, and the ministry said now gives Chinese researchers the ability to drill into more than 90% of the Antarctic ice sheet and the entire Arctic ice sheet here, okay? So, oh, excuse me, it's going to like an ad here. The team deployed the drill above the Quilin subglacial lake, okay, as above, so below, one of the largest buried lakes discovered in Antarctica. China formally named the lake in 2022. It sits in Princess Elizabeth Land, roughly 120 kilometers from the country's Taishan Station, deep in the East Antarctic interior here. Melting through a glacier with nothing but water, the method is simpler than it sounds. A surface unit heats water and pumps it at high pressure down a long hose. The hot water melts the ice on contact, and the hose descends as the borehole deepens. No grinding bits, no mechanical cutting. The result is a wide, clean hole that opens fast. The advantages over traditional mechanical drilling are substantial. Hot water drilling causes far less disturbance to the surrounding ice, and it leaves behind a contamination-free channel, a requirement that becomes non-negotiable when the target is a subglacial lake, isolated for millennia. Mechanical drills risk carrying surface microbes, fuel, or drilling fluid into pristine environments. A properly managed hot water system reduces that risk sharply. Those qualities explain why the technique has become the mainstream choice internationally for reaching subglacial leaks, ice shelf bases, and bedrock interfaces. Let's see here. For the Chinese team, this was a full system trial under real polar conditions. According to the Global Times, the ministry's statement noted that the engineers had to integrate multiple pieces of equipment purpose-built for extreme cold. They solved problems that no previous domestic expedition had tackled, keeping the system stable at low temperatures, preventing surface contamination from entering the borehole, and managing the long hoses and winches with precision as the drill descended through thousands of meters of ice. The test demonstrated that the equipment works efficiently and stably in the environment it was designed for. The ministry's announcement also underlined the mission's focus on green exploration and environmentally responsible technology. The secret lakes that's trapped under the ice. Subglacial lakes are so isolated that their waters functions as natural time capsules. Cut off from sunlight and atmosphere, any microbes living inside have adapted to extreme pressure and near total darkness here, okay? Their chemistry records ancient climate conditions. Their sediments hold geological stories that surface rocks cannot tell here, okay? These environments also serve as planetary analogs. Scientists studying ice moons like Europa and Enceladus, where liquid oceans are thought to exist beneath frozen crusts, look to Antarctica's buried leaks for clues about how life might survive in similar conditions elsewhere in the solar system. Hot water drilling gives researchers a direct path to the world. A clean borehole allows instruments to be lowered into the lake. Water samples are collected and sediment cores pulled from the lake bed without introducing contamination that would ruin the scientific value of the material. The February test concentrated on proving that the access route could be established here. The next logical phase will involve sending sampling equipment through that borehole to capture the first direct measurement and biological samples from the Quinlan subglacial lake. All right, so we're almost done here. We got three more paragraphs. A new frontier on the frozen continent. China's 42nd Antarctic expedition has pushed forward on multiple fronts this season. In January, the team began formal operations at the Zhongshan Taishan ice cap, atmospheric and ocean observation station, a new inland facility on the East Antarctic Plateau built for sustained climate and environmental monitoring. The drilling result adds as a subsurface dimension to that expanding research presence. By operating successfully on ice thicker than 3,000 meters, the team showed the hot water drilling system can handle the most demanding targets on the continent. So Quinlan subglacial lake now has a verified access route that future missions can use to probe its depths directly. The operation signals a technical arrival. With this test, China joins a small group of nations that have demonstrated deep ice drilling capability in polar regions. When the sampling missions return through the borehole, the investigation of one of Antarctica's most isolated environments will enter a new stage. So again, that's coming from the author Areski Amiri, okay, Daily Galaxy. And the only reason why I wanted to look up what does drilling mean spiritually, right? Because I came across that article. It was like more than a 4-minute read there, but I wanted to look up what is the spiritual significance of drilling. And we all know that we've heard the rumors about Antarctica and what's underneath the ice of Antarctica. And you've heard clearly within this article that they've drilled so far to where they've created a path where they believe they're able to have a path into the depth, DEPTH, of what's in the Antarctic lake there, the frozen lake up under it, the subglacial lakes here, okay? So I thought that was pretty interesting. I appreciate you all hanging out. If you're catching this later on, you probably could be like, what in the baby powder? We came here for tarot. I get it, but you already know when you come on this channel, we're going to learn something together. Yes, we are. We're going to learn together. All right, so we're going to tap into some tarot here. Keep in mind everything that we read over here, but also with this tarot read, we're just going to push into the message of the drilling, right? Are you praying? Are you meditating? Are you exercising? What are you drilling into your life spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically, in the cosmos? What are you drilling in your life? And we're going to pull on tarot first. All right, so thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Let's put on the tarot cards first. Tarot portion of this read. And what are you drilling into your life? What is the spiritual significance of drills? What are you drilling in your life there, beloveds, right? The prayers, the meditation, right? What are you drilling into your life? Let's get into it. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. As Uranus is pushing into Gemini here, let's not forget that as well. We did a read on that earlier. What is the spiritual significance and what does it hold in the general collective's consciousness in their lives here? Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Ashe. All right, let's get into it, y'all. Let's see what's going on. Okay, so we got a few that came out here, and we're going to take those few here. We always pull 13 portals over here on this channel. Welcome to the frequency. Welcome to the channel here. The first one that's coming out here is the Six of Wands is coming reversed, right? So the Six of Wands that's coming reversed is saying, for some, you're doubting all of your abilities and overall your potential here, right? So it's time to start drilling in that meditation, drilling your schedule, drilling your goals here, right? Put a drill on it, right? This is revolved around negative feelings about self and environment. There's a need for validation and support from third parties. For some of you, there are bad investments, financial loss, or this is the energy that's around you, right? Something's feeling unloved, unrewarded work, overlooked, right? It's causing financial loss here. Six of Wands is coming reversed. So now we're going to go to the whole suit of cups here. right? The whole suit of cups is coming out here. Those emotions, right? The suit of cups, the emotions, feelings, the intuition here, right? The relationships, the unconscious, the creativity, the relationships in your romance, your family, your friends, your work, your society, your love life, whatever's going on. That whole suit of cups is coming out here. What are you drilling into your life here? Revolve around the whole suit of cups to come out here. So that's talking about fret with uncontrolled feelings and fantasy. Some might be disconnected from their own inner voice here, okay? This is the element of water, those water signs. What are water signs? All right, so the Ten of Cups is coming reversed, right? So what are you drilling into your life, right? This is bonds between family and communities that are broken or twisted. So some energies are drilling this into their lives, right? These energies here, right? Domestic peace and comfort is unrealistic with these energies here. Instead of connection, there's distance, and they need to learn to treat one another with respect. It's causing the isolation at the work there. Meddling relatives, what are we drilling into our lives here, right? Arguments with the family over money, is that what we're drilling into our lives? Come on now. Come on now. Or this could be the energy around us, right? Don't got to be you, but it could be who? Them. Thank you, divine. Thank you, spirit. So the devil is coming reversed here. What are we drilling in in our lives? In my life, well, we self-aware. We're breaking all chains of addiction and poor habits. We're prepared to make changes even when it's painful. For some, the changes pay off in the end. You're very in control. That devil is coming reverse. You have reached your highest God there. Ashe. You're free. Right? You hold yourself accountable. You're comfortable embarking on uncomfortable journeys of self-improvement here. And that self-assessment is required very often. And you understand, and overstand that. Ashe to you. Three of Wands is coming reversed here, right? What are we drilling into our lives here? There's a lack of progress here. Obstacles, delays, and this is all over the emotions. The Suit of Cups here, right? Setbacks in your plans, difficulties with long-term planning. It is falling under the element of water. It could be connected to the water signs or maybe not. It's just falling under the element of water, the whole suit of cups there. So now your Three of Pentacles is coming out here, right? What are you drilling into your life? What meditations are you drilling into your life, right? What fastings are you drilling into your lives, beloved, right? What prayers, right? What exercises, right? What love are you repetitively drilling into your life here? So for some, you're successful, and this is a successful achievement of all required to pursue business deals, venture, or any kind of endeavor here with this Three of Pentacles coming out here, all right? Successful beginning toward achieving your goal. Press on with the same effort without giving up. Right? Creative hobbies, teams with love, career, finances. You're working as a team here and you're enjoying your life. Third party involvement. Three here. Ashe. Ashe. So what are you drilling into your life? For some, the Five of Pentacles is coming reversed here, right? For some, you're drilling into your life brightness. Right? Brightness is coming into your life. You're drilling that into your life, right? Light is at the end of the tunnel. You are the light at the end of that tunnel, beloved. Yes, you are. The worst is now over, but changes don't happen overnight, and you realize that, right? Because you're also falling under that devil reverse energy, right? You're very self-aware. You're breaking all the chains and addictions and poor habits. You're burning those chains, Ashe. So you're taking time and you're regaining that strength. It's a slow recovery from whatever illness that has been going on, but main word is recovery here. You're regenerating here with an improved love life, health life, social life. Everything is improving here. You're regaining stability in terms of poverty, health, relationship, finances, and beginning. And this is all when you started off doubting all of your abilities and in first place. Ashe to you. Look at you. You're not overlooking yourself anymore. Ashe. You don't need that validation from anyone. Death is coming reversed here. So for some, you're drilling that there's a fear of change here, right? And this is consistent here. And that's causing you to have the inability to move on. You're holding on to the past. It causing those obstacles, those delays, that frustration, that setback that's in your plans and in your life here. And this is the element of water that's controlling this here, the whole suit of cups. So it's very emotional here, right? Intuitive, you are, but why? What are you using your intuition for, right? Are you not using your intuition? For some, you're refusing to let go. And that is why you cannot use your intuition here. There's like stagnation and ability, right? You got to be able to let it go, beloved. Let it go with that flow of water. The whole suit of cups, the element of water is backing you up there. Let it flow. Let it go, beloved. So now the Chariot is here. Let it go. Let it flow. You get on that ride. The Chariot is here. For some, you're drilling in that determination, right? For some, you're drilling in that willpower. that victory, right? That faith, that control. You are drilling in that ambition to overcome your obstacles through focus and confidence here. I say to you, I say to you, and for some, bow. You have consistently drilled in that I am on this new journey. I have a new perspective and I'm very naive to a point where I am protected around all boards, spiritually, mentally, physically, in the cosmos. I am protected on my new journey here, right? And I'm comfortable embarking on this uncomfortable journey of my self improvement, right? Right, because I have self-assessed myself, and that was required. And I've done that often here, right? You've done that often here, okay, beloved? I say to you, yes. You took that time and you regained your strength here. And you understand that you might catch some illnesses on the way here, but it will always be a regeneration for you, right? And gradually it will go from slow recovery to fast recovery, whomever you are. Okay, so now we're moving into the Knight of Wands coming reverse energy. This came out earlier as well. This energy here that's very frustrated and angry, right? Because of the obstacles that they've caused in their life here. And they're taking charge in that here. And they're drilling this here. There's a loss of power while they're trying to do this here. And whatever they're trying to compensate for is something that they don't have total control over here, right? And they're wasting their funds, their money, and they're not getting anywhere. And they're frustrated, but it's their fault. And they're taking charge in this. And they're taking charge with the inability to move, if that makes sense, right? So it's like, what? You're taking charge and you can't move? So it's like a resistance to change that somebody wants to move and they're trying to move and they're trying to do all this negative manipulative things within the energy, but they're at a loss of self-esteem here. They don't even know self here. Yeah, and they were very overconfident with a passion about money here. And it's like, no, it doesn't work here. Divine Spirit, like, they're very stagnant, whomever it is. We got two more portals that's going to come out here. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. You good?
Yeah, can I?
Huh?
Can I buy a jail for you?
Yeah, let me finish this and I got you.
Yeah.
All right. So now we got the Ace of Wands that fell down first here, right? So you got your Ace of Wands that's falling down first, and this is like new beginnings and the fresh start of new opportunities here, right? Falling under that Chariot for some, because you've drilled in that determination, that control, that willpower, that victory there. You're very ambitious, overcoming your obstacles through your focus and your confidence here. Bow. The Ace of Wands is coming out here for your new opportunities, your growth. It's a spark of a new idea or a project here that's being given to you within this chariot ride here, and you've drilled that in here. That's your new seed here. I say to you, right? A creative inspiration, whomever you are, whomever you guys are, right? And then in the end, the Ace of Pentacles came out here, right? So 13th and final message, final portal in regard to tarot here is what you're drilling significantly and spiritually is new beginnings, new cycles. You're starting afresh, new careers, new health, new wealth, just new, you in general, right? And you could be getting involved with a privileged couple here, or you could become a privileged couple with someone here, okay? And you're putting more care into your health. What is to come will bring great abundance and opportunity. You're nurturing this energy. You're investing in time and funds here. Your prosperity is coming your way here, and anything wrong within this energy is meant to be stable, secure, and give a good yield here, okay? I say, what a beautiful message. What a beautiful message. In the beginning, for some, you were doubting, you were drilling this, that you were doubting all of your abilities and overall potential. It was negative feelings about yourself and environment. It was a need for validation, probably from third party. You wanted validations from others because you wanted others to see, your growth, right? But now you figured out within this whole story that you figured out, no, I'm going to start drilling in my own love, my own meditations, my own prayer, my own health, my own wealth, whatever it is you started focusing on. You, and it shows. I shaded you, beloved. Let me flip this camera so you guys can have your point of view of the 13 portals that we pulled out in regard to tarot before we broaden the message here, right? We're at 2413 on that timer. Woo! So I had them things crossed for 24 minutes. I think I did good. I'm getting better. I'm getting better. Shit. Yeah, I was getting all right, I'm getting better. All right, so let me flip the camera. I love y'all, and then we're going to read the comments at the end. You know how we do right before we pray. And break the chains, burn the cords, cut the cords and burn them. So that's our 13 portals for the tarot read. Ashe. Now we're gonna go ahead and move on to the oracle deck here. And as y'all know, with my oracle deck, it can go each your way here. Y'all gonna learn some things today, and y'all gonna get some clear messages, and y'all gonna have to think. Right? Shout out to those that's over on Spotify. Don't forget, y'all that's over on Spotify, come check me out over here on YouTube here, right? D'Amica is rising 999. Ashe. So let's pull on this oracle deck here, and let's see here. We got the oracle deck that we was working on earlier, and then we'll move on to the second oracle deck here. Let me see. Yeah, we'll start with the one first, and then we'll add on. So we got the oracle deck here, right? And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start with the suit of cups here, right? I kind of want to pull on all the portals. So we're going to see which way he's going to go. We're going to pull out 4 messages to start out with the oracle deck for each of these archetypes and portals that we pull on here. So we're going to start with the suit of cups. And the suit of cups is basically talking about the emotions, right? Remember that? The suit of cups, beloveds. Remember that, right? That came out the second portal. And it's saying that intuition, feeling, relationship, unconsciousness, right? Imagination of the inner world, the element of water here, okay? Ashe. All right, let's see what's going on here. All right, I got some names here. Jones, Priester, Thomas, Sharon, Sandra, Stacy. What?
All right, yeah.
All right. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, so those names could be affected. You can know someone with those names. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. I'm looking at citations are out here. Citations are coming out. Included the title. It's including the title number, the abbreviation USC, and the specific section number. Citations. The example 42 USC 1832. Oops, 1882. Hollywood Kids. Gomez Selena is in the energy here. Those names could be relevant here, affected or affecting. What's that? Come here. Try to flip over. The Panther is the final message coming out with the suit of cups here. Focus on your feminine energy, right? Death and rebirth. Understand that death is a transformation into your new life here, okay? Reclaim your power and know the dark. Intuitive. I allow you to astral travel with my protection. I'm your guardian energy during travel here. So you're getting ready to astral travel if you haven't already done so. And within your astral traveling, that panther is going to be there guiding you or protecting you, okay? Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. We're going to move on to the 10 of cups that's coming out here reversed. And that's talking about the bonds between family, community, that's broken. So before I pull on the oracle deck, I'm going to pull out the family, can you trust them deck, right? And we'll see if any family members come on out here within this read here. Let me give it a quick shuffle here. So we're going to pull on the family, can you trust them deck? Revolved around this 10 of cups reverse energy, right? Domestic peace and comfort is unrealistic within this family composition. They need to learn to treat one another with respect here. It's causing isolation, meddling relatives here. Ashe. Arguments within the family over money. What's that? Come here. Somebody's distant family in the U.S. is hiding secrets here. Someone has a distant family in the United States that's hiding secrets. They're meddling relatives, right? They're causing hostility within their workplace. What is this? Somebody's uncle is their father figure who loves you. Someone's uncle is your father figure who loves you here. So the bonds between that could be broken. It could be a secret that's coming up here. What are we talking about? A secret, right? You got the distant family that's hiding secrets in the U.S. This uncle could be involved. It could be separate families here. Take what resonate and leave the rest. Hold on. Put my hair up real quick here. Yeah. Okay. Somebody grandma on a dad's side is of love here. Somebody's grandma. Your grandma loves you. Your grandma is of love here. So it could be broken bonds between a family about a grandma on your dad's side here. Right? Give me one more for this family here. The broken bonds. The distant family that's hiding the secrets in the U.S. and an uncle who loves you. Your aunt-in-law came out. Somebody's aunt-in-law. Okay, that's the 4 family members that came out. Aunt-in-law there. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you to the family. Can you trust them, that Thank you, Ashe. Hmm. Hmm. Now let's get some oracle messages out for that Ten of Cups reverse energy. Yeah, Ashe. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. What's that? Come here. Thank you. This just fell on the Fool, right? So with this Ten of Cups reverse energy, this is telling me whatever just fell out, it's also trying or tried to attack that family, or those meddling relatives also tried to attack someone that's on a new journey here, on this full journey here. We got limited memory. Someone has limited memory. We're all big systems, right? You're the super intelligent being, right? And you have artificial intelligence that's out there, right? So this is two of the four types of the artificial intelligence. Limited memory, right? They're using past data to make better decisions. They don't store memories. They don't have long-term future memories for learning here, right? Their powers are most modern here. Self-driving cars or Netflix, things like that, okay? So something's going on here. Limited memory AI here. They're using some kind of data to connect to your past here. They're engaging outwardly with intense passion and magic here. Towards this fool that's on this journey here. And it could still be, remember that distant family that's in the US that's hiding secrets, they could very well be connected to that here. You got Yao the Archon that's coming out here. The demiurge is out here in the building here. Yao the Archon represents the first heaven here. Yahweh, mastery, mystery, cults here, source of power that is not light. Cosmic mistakes, rulers of the world, they're relentless systems here, right? Their systems are maintained around us by lesser gods, right? They're pretending to be gods, right? The 12 thrones, the gatekeepers of illusion here, right? Demiurge is in the building here. So you got family members, distant family members in the United States here that's connected to not only archons, but Yao, representing Jupiter, lordship here. And they're engaging outwardly with intense here. Passion with their goddamn dark magic there. Give me one more for this fucking meddling relatives. Who are you? Come here. Oh, they trying to come in your dreams. Whoever they are, they be trying to come in your dreams, but they don't understand that your dreams are of divine guidance here. Your dreams reflect inner desire and their fears here, right? So they can't, when they come into your dreams, they can't fight the shadows that you give them that they made. Oh shit. This is your spiritual journey. Again, they're attacking someone on their spiritual journey. They're trying to come to you in your dreams and you fucking them up. Yes, you are. Your dreams provide space for ancestral spiritual connection. They reveal symbols here, all right? Emotional spiritual healing. You could connect to the universe. It transformed your growth here. But they didn't realize that shit. They try to come in your dreams and you shut their ass down. They can't take it. You are of light all the way around the board. Whoever you are, Ashe. Ashe. Those meddling relatives know not to meddle anymore. Ashe. Instead of connection, there's a distance. Oh my goodness. So now we're gonna move on to thank you there to the meddling relatives. Wow. We're going to move on here to the devil reverse energy here. So you've become self-aware. You're breaking all the chains of this addiction and poor habits, and you're prepared to make those changes even when it's painful here, okay? So changes pay off in the end, and you know that, and you're in control, you're accountable, you're free, right? You're comfortable embarking on whatever journey you're on. And that journey is very uncomfortable at times, but you understand that, and you're assured of yourself through your self-assessment. I love that. Ashe. Oracle message. Oh, what's that? Okay, electro intelligence hopped on out here, and it fell on this Knight of Wands reverse energy here. Electronic signals is in the energy. Electronic signals. This got something to do with deep underground military bunker systems as well. Some type of military tactic. They could be using it in like for you as well though now. Electro intelligence, you have to realize how much you control so much that everything is not negative in the light or darkness towards you because you control the light and the darkness here. So electro intelligence is in your energy here. Electro intelligence. We're also looking at a sheep. A sheep is coming out with a message here. So you're very self-aware. You're breaking all the chains of the addiction, the poor habits. And the sheep says you're very innocent. You have a childlike energy. You're gentle, right? Especially with your expression. You have a strong bond with yourself, divine and spirit. You're very vulnerable. You pay attention to the wolves in the clothing of the sheep. Okay, so pay attention as well. Right? The sheep is saying, I challenge you to get in touch with your innocence more and become more vulnerable before they do. Okay, the sheep is telling you there's a wolf around you that's pretending to be a sheep here, pretending to be innocent here, pretending to be childlike here. I hear children outside playing and laughing. Somebody sounds like Woody Woodpecker. Morgan Tracy is coming in the energy. Diggs Tay is also in the energy here. And Butting Heads is in the energy. Butting Heads is in the energy. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit, for those oracle messages. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Now we're going to move on to this. We got this death reverse energy here. So the death reverse energy is talking about those that's resistant to change, right? And your resistance to change is due to those obstacles, delays, the frustration, the setbacks that's in your plans, right? You're very stagnant. Whoever it is, you're trying to hold on to the past here, and you're refusing to let go, or that energy is around you, beloved, and you're breaking or burning the chains to all that. Yes, you are. But they're very stagnant, and this is a major message here. Something is very resistant to change. It has the ability to move on, and they're frustrated, very angry and frustrated in that Knight of Wands reverse energy, but they've lost the power trying to compensate for something they don't have total control over. Ooh, child, death reverse energy. Ashe, let's see what's going on. Ooh, 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 ooh. The universe said, knock, knock, knockety, knock. The universe said, knock, knock, knockety, knock. God damn it. Yup, all elements are out here. All elements, even the fifth, which is you, right? So earth, water, air, fire, spirit, all of them came out here. Fundamental aspects of existences and human nature is here. God damn it. There's a fear of criticisms. The ancestors of the cockroach and lizard survived, but not again. Ashe, beautiful messages. Thank you. Something's very resistant to change here. Ooh wee. And they sitting up there drilling shit. Thank you, though. Just like they thought they found that pathway, that gateway. Thank you. Because just like you can find your way in, we can find our way out. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. The chariot is coming out here, Ashe. The chariot is coming out here, right? You've been drilling in that determination, that willpower, that victory, right? That ambition that's overcoming obstacles through focus and confidence. That's you. You took your chariot. You gone. You are gone. Ashe to you. And you're very determined here. Ashe, let's see. Everyone you love, you have somebody in the energy tried to sacrifice you, but they can't. And they sacrificing everyone that they loved. A soul that is at war with itself. It's a soul that's at war with itself. Floods are here. God damn, floods are here. That's cleansing, purification, renewal. Just for them trying to stop your chariot, the floods are here. Confirmation. It's time for them to transform. Confirmation, whoever that is, that they need to wash away old habits, beliefs and feelings, make way for renewal, right? This is growth, destruction, purify or depths. Yes, the floods are here. And the Panther is going to finalize this message for the chariot energy. Connect with Eastern wisdom, right? I am the duality of feminine and masculine energy, and so are you. You are very heart-centered. You're a nurturer. Pay attention to your emotions. Be calm and be patient with yourself. Privacy is a must. I bring good luck with strength and peace, having a positive outlook on your life. Ashe, the yin and the yang. I love it. Panda in the building. I got bras in Atlanta. All right. And that was all of our main major messages here in regard to drills. Now, let's pull on something else here. Thank you to the Oracle deck. Thank you to the Tarot and the Oracle deck. Where we're at 39:37 on that timer. Let's go ahead. And we're going to pull on what is the spiritual significance We're going to keep pulling on it, and we're going to pull on poetry for Neanderthal here. I got poetry for Neanderthal here. And we're just going to pull on some key words, right? Decode some words and see what we come up with. The spiritual significance revolved around drilling. What are you drilling into your life, or what is being drilled around you, right? Drill. When you drill something, it's usually to extract something, right? So is someone or something trying to extract something from you, right? Like they extract oil, which is the representation of melanin being extracted from you. They extract your blood when they go, when you ever go to the doctor and you go to the lab and they take your blood and they take like 10 goddamn tubes, they extracted your blood. For what? I ask them all the time, what you need it for? That's why I don't go no more. But thank you, divine, thank you, spirit. Poetry for Neanderthal. Let's see what kind of keywords and messages we can get out of this here. Okay, we got something about a math tutor, math, a pool, and a pool needle here. This bathing suit and this suit is falling on the fool in the new journey here. Ashe. So some of y'all great travel here. Yes, the fortune cookie is also here. And the cookie for this fool and the 5 of Pentacles reversed. Brightness is coming into your life. Ashe. A skirt. Get your skirt out. What is a skirt stake? But get your skirt out. For if you're a woman there, get your bathing suit and your skirt ready. You're getting ready to travel. Yep, pack a lunch. Pack a lunch, goddammit. You great. Get out of here. Look at that. You great. Go on a vacation. You great. Travel. This is all gold rush. Gold rush, baby. You're getting out of here. Gold rush. If you like banana bread or bread, something about banana bread and bread hair and hot sauce and muscle, right? Muscle head. You about to go on a vacation. Somebody about to see something that look real good. You about to eat something that tastes real good here. Okay? And it might be hot. It might be spicy here. Something about hot sauce, spicy. You like it spicy here. Yeah. What is this? A head? You might be getting some head. You know how they like pizza pie could be relevant here, right? Cold sweats here. Cold sweats. Somebody's having cold sweats over pizza. Yeah. Okay. That just took a turn there. So it just went left real quick. What happened was it was this energy of starting to go on a vacation here because they put in all that hard work, and it was like bathing suit, skirt. And it was saying a gold rush, right? Get ready to eat that bread. Get your bread right. Banana bread, all that good stuff, right? And then it switched over to pizza. And I was like, God damn it. And then it said cold sweat here, okay? Right? And it's a band of them that's having cold sweats over this pizza, okay? And chicken and chicken nuggets and ice cream sandwiches. You see that? You see how the energy is switching? You know how they like they cold words. But don't worry. They trying to hide out in the mountains, but the mountain man is going to get them because they're running from a life sentence. Yeah, they're running from a life sentence. And they can't run. They're out of life. They can't run anymore. They always want to come and try to fuck up a great moment. And even when you do that, you still get your ass demolished here. Right? I was chilling. Right? I was chilling. We was good, right? We was good. Then here y'all come, right? Every time. But keep on drilling like you're doing in China there, right? You steady constantly drilling for a fucking new frontier on a frozen continent that's not even frozen any fucking more, right? Y'all always want to take it there. And you know who I'm talking to because y'all always come on these channels fucking with the channel and the algorithm, right? I was not fucking with y'all. I just did a regular ass read. But every time y'all shit come out. Every time it come out. Every single time. It does not matter. Every single time their shit come out. Right? Yeah, it's like being on a fucking magic carpet ride. But that's what you on now. And I don't even have to use magic, bitch. You on a magic carpet ride. Nigga, yawn. You don't get no more genies in a bottle. Right? You owe them. On your knees begging. Motherfucker need knee socks. Begging. But you can't beg no more. Right? You sacrifice too much and they don't want nothing from you but you. Whoever you are. They want your energy, beloved. They don't want ours. They never did. Right? We never died. We regenerated, bitch. You thought we were stuck to this physical shit. No. We done told y'all several times, but now you are absolutely going to watch this crumble. You're absolutely going to watch it, beloved. Right? Yes, you are. Your whole bloodline will be demolished. It's a wrap. Done. We will get full off of your energy. And we ain't going to do nothing but decimate it. Right? We don't want your energy, but you will not have no energy. Meaning you don't have your own energy, whomever you are. And it always comes out in the cards, no matter what I play. Whether it's my tarot cards or whether it's poetry for Neanderthal. Give me a second. I'm going to pull on Buzz real quick. It don't matter. The truth and the storyline is going to always come out. It don't matter, right? It don't matter. Whatever it be, it be. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. We're going to pull on the game of Buzz here. We're just going to pull on what is the drill, right? We're going to get it back to where we were. What is the spiritual significance of drilling? Whatever messages come out in this game of Buzz here, right? Buzz is a drinking game that's going to get you high, get you and your friends messed up and hydrated, depending on what you drink now. I got me some lemon water here with some ice. I took too many shots the other day. I'm good. I'm good. Okay, I'm good. Okay. Lemon seeds, my bad. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. We're here with the game of Buzz. Right? And we just want to see what's the spiritual significance revolved around drilling, right? What are we drilling into our lives? Or what do we need to drill in our lives? Or what were the other energies drilling into our lives? Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Ashe. All right, let's see what's going on with it. We got the game of Buzzed out here now. What's that? Come here. It says, whoever has the most tattoos, drink. Don't tell us what they mean. So someone in the energy has tattoos here, okay? Someone in the energy has tattoos here, okay? What's that? That flipped over. Y'all see that? If you're engaged or married, take a drink. It's a big night out on the town, huh? So somebody's engaged or married. They out there taking a drink. Somebody that has tattoos, and they have a lot of tattoos here. They're willing to show them off, but somebody doesn't want you to tell them what they mean. They could have a deep, I was going to say satanic meaning to it, right? But let's see. If you're engaged or married, take a drink. It's a big night on the town, huh? Let's see here. First person to yell out my Instagram handle without looking gives out 2 drinks here. Somebody is on social media, and particularly Instagram, and they like to be seen, right? They want people to notice them, as some of us all do, right? But they're in particular here. They're willing to give out gifts if you recognize who they are here. And they could be married or engaged here. They're out on a big night in a town here. Somebody has a lot of tattoos. They like to talk about it. Drink if you've given or received actual favors in the movie theater. Do you remember what movie was playing? I do. But somebody gave actual favors in a movie theater here. And it's falling under that person that has the most tattoos. And it's connected to the engaged or married people that's having a big night out on the town. Shit, y'all getting it in, huh? Shit, what movie y'all watching? Shit. But somebody else, whoever has the most tattoos, drink, but other people don't want to hear about what the tattoo meaning is. Somebody likes to show off their tattoos. This one here just flew over here about somebody's that's doubting all of their abilities and overall potential. Drink if you've majored in something in college that is irrelevant to what you do now. So somebody might be feeling unloved, unrewarded, right? Overlooked, financial loss, bad investments. Third parties could be involved here. Third party investments here. It could be a college investment here. But it has that, whatever you invested in, you might owe some folks something that you went to college in, and you're not even doing that right now. You just wasted money. and now you're engaged or married, you're going out on a big night of the town, but maybe it's something about somebody that's in school here. Okay, give me a few more, Divine. What's you? Come here. Person with the least full drink, Mortal Kombat voice. Finish him. So the person that's out there wanting people to yell out their Instagram handle, right? They're also like, person with the fullest drink, finish them. They want people to get fucked up and drunk. Whatever this energy is, they really want people to get fucked up. So be cautious of those type of energies out there. That is like maybe peer pressuring you, or you feel peer. Hey, you got the choice of your own there, beloved. So it can't be any pressure. You just pressured yourself. This just flew out here. Do your best impression of another player. Somebody out here copycatting somebody for actual favors. Yes, they are. And particularly with people that got a tattoo. Somebody got tattoos everywhere. Yeah. And somebody is giving actual favors, impersonating someone else. Yes, they are, or trying to impersonate someone else, like single white female energy. Uh-huh. And everybody knows it. What's this? It tried to flip over. So for those that are engaged or married and you out on a big night at a town, and you may have majored in something in college that's irrelevant to what you do now, drink if you've ever embarrassed yourself at the office holiday party. Sorry to bring up that memory again. Mm-mm. You're engaged or married, you out on a big night at a town there. It's a office party, a holiday party that's involved here. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. What's this? This middle row seemed kind of messy. It started off good, right? Engaged or married, take a drink. It's a big night out on the town. And it's like somebody that's like maybe stuck in a job that they majored in. They may owe money or something like that to something because they don't even work in that field anymore, right? And now they're at an office party. This is connected to an office party. They did something at an office party and somebody brought it up. But it said they brought that memory up again. So this is not the first time that this office party, holiday party shit has been brought up. Whatever's going on. But they out, don't forget, whatever's going on with the storyline here, they're engaged or they're married, right? And they're drinking and shit. And they out on a big night at a town. They could have went to the movie theater and one of them gave them actual favors here, okay? While they was in the movie theater, because it's asking you, do you remember what movie was playing? What? Drink if you would go to space if given the opportunity, and then explain why or why not. So somebody in this column where I was telling you, somebody wants somebody to get fucked up drunk to the point where they want them to go somewhere where they may not remember or can't explain where they're at. Okay. And particularly outer space, right? Out of their space, out of their mind. But they can't explain why or why not, as if they can't remember what happened. Ooh, shit. Let's see where this is going. Oh shit. So remember that storyline with the people that had the tattoo. Somebody had a lot of tattoos, right? Somebody had a lot of tattoos and they was giving actual favors to somebody that was in the movie theater, male or woman, woman or man, them or they, right? And somebody asking them, do you remember what movie was even playing, bitch? Or do you remember what movie was even playing, nigga? Right? Somebody asking them this, like they're actively talking about this shit, right? And it's like somebody else is actually trying to pretend to be somebody else in someone else's energy here, right? And they're like, do your best impression of another player. They're really trying to, like they say in Shields, Clarissa, and Ma Remy, like that whole situation is, but I'm just using that in comparison, right? It's like somebody's really trying to be or is perceived to try to be someone else here. What the fuck? And they giving out actual favors in the movie theater to keep up that persona. But it's like whoever they try to impersonate, don't even be doing actual favors like that. You know what I'm saying? And don't keep in mind somebody got a lot of tattoos here, and they like to talk about their tattoos, but don't nobody want to hear that shit, right? Or they always want to tell, like, if, for example, if somebody got like a teardrop on their motherfucking eye. I'm just using this for example, right? And they always want to say what the teardrop is for, type energy. Like, bitch, sit down. Oh, what's this? Come here. So we got 3 portals that came out here. So do your under that first column there, it says drink if you've been arrested. Let's see the mugshot. Somebody going to jail, went to jail. What? For that copycat energy. Somebody going to jail. And you hear the whistle? Outside, they outside whistling and shit. Somebody going to jail. Not to me, but it's just, you know how they do in jails and shit. Somebody going to jail. If somebody snitching, they whistling and shit. Oh my goodness. And then in that second column, the second column was talking about that engaged or married couple there that's out on the big night of the town here. And one of them majored something in college and they have a lot of money that they owe back, but it's like whatever they majored in college in is irrelevant to what they do now, right? And then something about an office holiday party is being brought up, and this is like the second or third time that this has been brought up here, and it's embarrassing for somebody, but it's like somebody's not standing on something here. And it says players who have chapstick on them take a drink. Take 2 drinks if it's Aquaphor. So somebody in particularly is using Aquaphor chapstick. My lips a little dry too. Fuck y'all. But yeah, Aquaphor. For that third column, right? That person that's out there that like to yell out their Instagram handle, want people to know, follow me, but they getting somebody fucked up. They getting people fucked up using that social media handle, right? They getting people buzzed for real. They getting people buzzed to where they can't remember where they're at. They're out of space, right? They can't remember where they are, right? And they can't explain why or why not. They can't remember where they are. It says, is it pronounced caramel or caramel? Everybody vote. The losing team drinks. They are so incoherent that they can't even pronounce things right. And everybody's voting on how fucked they are, how fucked up they are, right? Damn. Like it's teams that's having votes on this shit. God damn, this went to a whole nother direction as well. 13th and final portal. Final message is drink if you still live with your parents. Honestly, kudos, because rent is a scam. So somebody could possibly be living with their parents. Okay, if you are, don't be mooching off your parents. You dig what I'm saying? Rent is a scam. I believe that wholeheartedly. But until we can prove it, I'm starting to learn you got to pay that shit. You dig what I'm saying? I'm learning that shit the hard way right now. Because I owe back rent, they trying to take me to court. And I'm trying to tell you, in my mind, I'm a sovereign citizen. You got me fucked up. This my land, but until I can prove it in they systems, bitch, I better shut the fuck up and sit the fuck down because I just got the fuck out of Super 8 motel with the bed bugs. So I ain't trying to go back. I gotta pay the goddamn rent. You dig what I'm saying? So in situations like this here, rent is a scam. I can't find a way to prove the shit. I know what the fuck, and the fucking utilities, that's a scam too. I know what I'm talking about. I can't prove it. Until I can prove it, I gotta pay the shit, right? So something's going on where somebody live with your folks. If you live with your folks, help your folks out. There ain't nothing wrong with that, but we're all in this together. High School Musical, bitch. We a team. Help out. You dig what I'm saying? All right. So that was the game of Buzzed there. Where we at? We at 58:36. Let me read over comments. We're gonna pray. We're gonna stop it at an hour. I'll come back on a little bit later, and then we'll do some. We'll tap into some zodiacs a little bit later, all right? Like within an hour. I'm gonna let my phone charge up. Come back in an hour, y'all, because they fucking with the algorithm. Something going on, or it might be a lot of us that's on here live streaming, and you know how it goes. But if you can't come on back within an hour, if not, I get it. You'll see it every night at 9 p.m. It's the video that's gonna pop up. All right, so let me read over these comments and we're gonna pray. I love y'all. Let's see. So we got Merlene Giddings. What up, beloved? She said hi. What up, Merlene? Christy Bull. Bait said the following. Hey, laugh out loud. Facts. Going back to school. What up, Christy, beloved? How you doing? And facts. I'm thinking about going back to school myself, beloved. For real, for real. All right, y'all. Let us pray. We rebuke all spells, all rituals, and all castings that are not of highest frequencies of source love consciousness that may have been projected my way, our way, on all timelines, planes, and dimensions. Consciously, subconsciously, and unconsciously, knowingly and unknowingly, anything and everything that we are all connected to spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically, and ethereally, they're all protected. All is transmuted into whatever the fuck was sent to me. And then it is sent back to its source because we are all already sovereign and because we are all already free. Any agreements and any contracts that we may have agreed to while we were being on lower paradigms of existence of consciousness, they are already cut and they are already ended on all timelines, planes, and dimensions, consciously, subconsciously, and unconsciously, knowingly and unknowingly, collective. I know I am sovereign. Collective, I know damn well you are sovereign. Divine collective, I know that together we are sovereign. It is done because we've already won and we've whooped y'all ass. It is done because we've already won. It is done because we've already won. And so it is. Donnie, what up? Donnell Shaw. Donnell Shaw dash or 7KW. Let me read this. Pisces storyline for the Y. Libra zodiac queen universe influence about pollution. Uranus using Chippewa harmonic language of toxicity with the Cancerian zodiac house from the Aries journey. Mercurian appendix and index. White liner defends the ground education. Donnell, if you don't email me, I told you email me earlier. You still ain't email me, so you can teach me what's going on with it, with what you speaking. You dig what I'm saying? Because it's kind of, I don't know. I know you're speaking some good stuff here. Or, yeah, just explain it to me. All right, beloved. Hey, but much peace, much light, much love, and especially that darkness because of dark matter. And no matter what, you make sure you say your prayer 3 times, 6 times, or 9 times, right? Or if you don't have a prayer, you can come back to any of my videos. You can watch the video, right, and get to the prayer, or you can fast forward until you get to the prayer. It's a couple of videos where I just did the prayer and listen to the prayer 3 times. Put your feet in some grass. Go listen to the prayer 3 times, right? It's only going to work for those that's out here, right? Protecting those that's out here with that authentic love, those that's out here with a soul. It only worked for those that are out here lost, wandering, but really know that they are the light, right? But they just got too many questions going on. So it only worked for those, not for y'all that's being manipulative and all that shit like that, right? No. My prayers, our prayers, it don't work for y'all. It never have, right? You'll feel it for the moment and then you'll see it get worse, whatever's going on in your life, because you're not standing on those shadows. You're not facing them, right? You're just pushing them away each and every time. So, yeah, make sure y'all stay positive in the most negative way. I love y'all. Make sure you love yourself first. Pray 3 times, 6 times, or 9 times, right? Your prayer. Nobody else's but yours. If you got to use somebody else's, then do it. But your words are more powerful than mine because it's your realm that you control. All right, y'all. I love y'all. Ooh, I'm not with that one eye shit at all. My bad. I'm with this one eye shit though. I love y'all. Ashe. Betcha by golly.